Hey there, parents. Big news out of the Supreme Court, and honestly, it could change how all of us think about what our kids learn at school. So here's what just happened and why it matters to you. In June 2025, the U.S. Supreme Court dropped a major ruling. Parents now have a fundamental First Amendment right to opt their kids out of any public school lesson that clashes with their sincerely held religious beliefs. Let's break that down. Basically, if there's a topic in class that you think conflicts with your family's faith, you have the legal power to say, "No thanks, my kid's sitting this one out." And schools, they have to let you. This all started with a lawsuit. Parents from Muslim, Jewish, and Christian backgrounds took their Maryland school board to court. The board had refused to let families opt out of storybooks with LGBTQ themes, and the case went all the way to the top. The Supreme Court ruled in favor of the parents, saying that public schools have to respect religious objections, not just give them lip service. Justice Alito, who wrote the majority opinion, put it like this: the right of parents to direct the religious upbringing of their children would be an empty promise if it did not follow those children into the public school classroom. That's a big deal. Schools now have to notify parents ahead of time about lessons that might conflict with religious beliefs, and they're required to offer alternative assignments. But, and this is a big but, this ruling has stirred up some serious debate. Educators and civil rights groups are worried. They're saying, what if this leads to schools pulling important lessons or books just to avoid controversy? There's talk of a chilling effect where teachers might avoid subjects that could spark objections, sometimes at the expense of students who are already marginalized. Justice Sotomayor, in her dissent, warned about potential chaos. Imagine administrators trying to become experts in every possible religious viewpoint. She thinks it could get messy, fast. And some lawmakers are concerned the ruling could open the door to objections on everything from evolution to women's rights or even Halloween. On the flip side, some states like Texas already have similar opt-out laws, and supporters say it hasn't been a huge problem. They argue that clear rules and transparency help everyone know what to expect, and that most students aren't actually disrupted by opt-outs. So, what does this mean for you? If you have strong religious beliefs and worry about certain content in your child's classroom, you now have more say, legally. But it also means schools will need to balance respecting families' rights with making sure all students feel seen and included. Big changes ahead. Stay tuned, because the conversation about what our kids learn and who decides is just getting started. If you want to stay in the loop, hit subscribe, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below.